Okay,
Okay,
should I
close
give
it
it
now.
another
Close
boost?
it, close it.
Yeah, that's
I could have also done that.
Yeah, I did the brush. I did the brush.
So, is there any script for this?
Mic check, mic check. Am I audible?
I was actually part of the first batch of campus hires for A&M. It was a small organization with a lot of energy. One thing which has been consistent over the 8 years is that we define our own levels of quality. It's an organization where opportunity exists, you can chart your own path, and in the process you get the support that you require.
We truly love our unique culture at A&M India. We love our employees. We appreciate that they are totally engrossed in our culture. We care about their mental well-being, their physical well-being. We do not have artificial ceilings. We do not have up-or-out policy. In turn, what we expect from our potential candidates is that they are of high quality and high integrity. We do not appreciate candidates faking knowledge. We do not appreciate jargons. These are the clear red flags in my opinion.
I interviewed with A&M more than 8 years back. So I joined A&M in 2015 from IIM Ahmedabad. And the reasons why I selected A&M are, one, the diverse work which we do. So we work with a spectrum of clients. So we've seen clients right from healthy growing companies to stressed companies. We work with private equity funds, we work with banks, we work with corporates and across sectors. And I think the second is our work is not, just about fancy presentations and complicated Excel models. We actually implement most of our recommendations and we co-create and deliver value with our clients. And the people at A&M are really amazing to work with. So the culture of the firm, I would say, is one major reason why I've stayed on for more than 8 years.
So I studied in IIM Ahmedabad from 17 to 19, and in the summers of 2018 I interned at Alvarez Marsal. But what I really liked about Alvarez Marsal's process was they didn't downplay the difficult situations. They made it very clear that the assets we walk into are distressed, so the process might be tough, the projects might be tough, and they never exaggerated the good part as well. There was no extravagant gifts or glamorous dinners, which personally I loved about the hiring process. A funny incident comes to mind during the day of the interview. As we are all aware, the day of interviews in a B school is a day of a lot of stress. So when I got through my 3 rounds of interview with A&M, I thought I had done a good job. But when the time of giving the offer or discussing the result came, they said that, hey, we have kind of liked you, but right now we are not in a position to give you an offer. So of course I was dejected, but I got up immediately and started walking back to the pool of students so that I can interview with some other firm. But that's when they stopped me and they said, no, we have actually liked you. This was a small prank that we did with you. So this just showed that so they tried to diffuse the situation. They spent a lot of time pacifying me afterwards. So on that day itself, I made a note that this is a company which has such a good culture. Even on such important days where even their time is so valuable, they spend these extra 5-7 minutes with me later to pacify as well as to have that prank. And personally, the kind of person that I am, I really like this thing.
So when I was hired from IIM Calcutta, I had 2 sets of interviews. In my first interview, the MD who was interviewing me and I were able to find commonalities very early on during the interview, which was our love for athletics and endurance running. So that made the overall process very comfortable for me. So the second interview was with another MD, Rishabh, which was a very different experience for me. So usually in these type of interviews, you expect case-based questions. However, he ended up asking, how I would start my own business. And that was a very interesting and different experience to think about at that time. So now I have been a part of the firm for the past 1.5 years, and I have got an opportunity to work across 10-11 engagements spanning 5 to 6 industries. As part of the business transformation services, we, apart from working across long-term performance improvement projects, we work on intense, relatively short duration 4 to 8 week projects as well. So you end up working across industries. So that ways, my learning experience has been very rich and diverse. In terms of people, I believe that the leadership and the management in general is very invested in your personal growth as well as your role progression. And of course, as you work with your colleagues across these projects, you end up forming lasting bonds.
So if you are excited about A&M India culture, do give us a shout out.